Hello, my name is Jen. I am the Unorthodox Healer. This is a general tarot reading for Sagittarius for the remains of May. Wherever you have Sagittarius in your chart, you're very welcome. You might be a cross-watcher. You might be living with or in a relationship with somebody who is a Sagittarius. I can't even speak today, or shuffle, seemingly. You might see that I've had a bit of an upgrade, a change, a rebrand to my channel. I basically do gentle tarot. That's what I am. As I was calling myself the Unorthodox Healer as my YouTube channel, it didn't seem to be attracting people who were looking for gentle tarot. So hopefully now this is going to be clearer as to what it is that I do and the person that I am, and it will attract a different YouTube viewer. And if you have found me because you are looking for gentle tarot, you're very welcome. I would love it if you would like and subscribe. You can also support the channel if you like what you see through a link in the description. I think there's also super thanks and something else that I haven't quite figured out yet because I've just become eligible for getting a little bit of monetization. So Sagittarius, I'll be quiet. I'll tell you that I'm based in southern Scotland. This is a general reading for the remains of May. I only take cards that jump out at me. Thank you, beautifully on cue. And I tend not to read reversals. So we're going to see, Sagittarius, as to what it is that you might be finding in your life for the remains of May. This is also a timeless reading. I'm not going to take those because they basically fell out rather than jumped out. And I'm pretty sure that they want to come as well. So let's see what we have got. The underlying energy is the Knight of Pentacles. And I will try and pick these up in the order that they came out. So we have the Knight of Pentacles, Sagittarius, as the underlying energy. Then we have the Ace of Swords, the Eight of Wands, the World card, the High Priestess. How many cards have I got left there? So I need two. Try and create a bit more space so that this kind of evens itself up. I should move that down there. Move it along there. Does everybody else have OCD about where they put their cards? Or is it just me? No, I'm sure it's everybody has the same OCD that I do. And then on the bottom row we have the Five of Pentacles, the Three of Cups, the Eight of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles, and the Hierophant. Interesting. Now, the thing for May is that this is quite a dynamic month, and this is all about being the authentic you. There is still a lot going on. You might find that there are a lot of unexpected things happening, conversations happening, things being said. This is all for your betterment. This is going to work in your favour. But be prepared for the unexpected, and also be prepared to speak up if you didn't do previously, because now is the time to be your authentic self. So the underlying energy that we have is the Knight of Pentacles. And I will actually move that and I will put it over here so that you can see that a bit better, because I don't like it over there. The Knight of Pentacles is about waiting. It's about being a bit of a steady Eddie, not taking rash opportunities, sitting there thinking before you act. Just sort of mulling things over. Then the cards you have are the Ace of Swords and the Five of Pentacles. Eight of Wands, Three of Cups, the World and the Eight of Pentacles, the High Priestess and the Two of Pentacles, and then the Sun and the Hierophant. That looks like that's going to be a really cracking end to the reading. A lot of these cards keep getting replicated in other readings that I've done. So the energy, you might want to look at what your rising sign and your moon sign are as well, because the chances are that a lot of this is being replicated through different star signs readings. The Ace of Swords and the Five of Pentacles. You've had a conversation or you've had information or truth come in which has kind of made you feel as though you're a bit out in the cold, Sagittarius. You've maybe been waiting for something to happen. And either it hasn't happened or something else has happened which has made you feel a bit demoralised, that you've heard something from, I want to say sort of this might be job related, that we do have a lot of pentacles kicking around here. And this is somebody, you know, this owl here has got a crown on. So this could be a boss, this could be somebody that you look up to who has told you something where you've gone, oh, that wasn't what I was expecting or wanting to hear or wanting to happen. The next two cards we have are the Eight of Wands and the Three of Cups. Do not despair. After these two first cards, everything else starts to look pretty good. The Eight of Wands is about something fast coming in. Opportunities. Opportunities which will make you want to celebrate and want to celebrate with those that you love. The people that you care about, your friends, your family. Something is changing and it's turning round quite fast, and it's all because of the work that you are putting in. Maybe this is friends who are going to come to you with these opportunities that you haven't been expecting. Maybe it's your friends who you have felt like they've been leaving you out in the cold, that you've been sat for a long time chewing the fat, expecting that something was going to happen. Again, this Knight is the Knight of Pentacles, so this is potentially a money situation, something that creates money for you, something which you were expecting was going to bring you wealth, whether that's emotional wealth or practical wealth or just good health as well. And I feel in the past that you have kind of felt as though you've been disappointed or upset that somebody hasn't had your back that you should have done. But things are changing. Maybe this is friends or people that you have in your life who already bring you joy, who are going to start to bring these changes about for you. And it's coming in quickly, and it's coming in more than one guise. The next two cards we have are the World. I was going to say the Owl, the World, and the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles is a beautiful card. It's about you putting in the work. It's also about you being able to turn your hand to whatever it needs turned to bring you this World card. And the World card is sort of the culmination of your work, the work that you've been putting in, and also the culmination of your patience too, that you've been sat waiting to ride off on this massive hare, and you've been sat here for so long wondering as to why this isn't happening. You've been sat here for so long waiting for somebody to bring these opportunities to you that you've sort of got some toadstools growing around where you're sat on your big hair here. But this is showing that these opportunities are coming from people you know already, and your hard work is going to pay off. You're going to be the goose that lays the golden egg. I apologise for all the odd animal analogies that I'm using today, but this literally is you getting what you deserve. That's the World card. The next two cards we have are the High Priestess and the Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles is about choice. It's about juggling. Whatever this new or these new opportunities are, you will have to make a decision which direction you're going to go in, which opportunity you're going to take. And you need to use your intuition. Don't try and overthink it, Sagittarius. Don't spend too long thinking about it either. I want to say that you need to go with your hunch. 90% of the time, Sag, you are pretty good at using your intuition to be able to make the decisions. So don't sit for too long. Don't be this Knight of Pentacles again with this growing more toadstools around you and not giving yourself the chance to take up this opportunity. If you're unsure, the High Priestess here has a scroll. I would recommend that you sit and you write down the pros and the cons. If you're in an undecided situation, you have opportunities here and you don't know whether to take them, you don't know whether to stick with what you're doing at the moment, write down the pros and the cons, because that is sometimes an easier way to be able to see something clearly. And what a lovely opportunity, what a lovely position it is for you, Sag, that you are going to have these lovely opportunities brought to you by people you know, maybe your friends or family, so that you do have choices. Trust your intuition, go with what your gut is. Yes, absolutely write things down so that it makes you see things more clearly. But your intuition should be pretty good on this, which direction you should be going in. And it's a time to celebrate, because the last two cards are the Sun card and the Hierophant card. The Sun card, as she touches the Hierophant card, the Sun card is the happiest card in the deck. This is about, you know, that the sun is out, it's a beautiful, hot, sunny day, the sunflowers are in flower, the bees are buzzing around, there's a beautiful, you know, this is almost you being this horse, galloping around your field, enjoying the sun on your back, and all of the prosperity that these opportunities and these people have brought you, and all of your hard work has brought you as well. And you will become this Hierophant. You will realise that by have sat and rationalised out and intuitively decided on which of these opportunities you were going to take, I think that you're going to feel really proud of yourself, and it will potentially spur you on to help other people try and make decisions for themselves too. I think that maybe other people will potentially come to you for advice because you have been seen as to maybe have been stagnating for a little while, and then all of a sudden something's just going to click, and all of this goodness, these opportunities, this hard work, is going to literally be here and is going to transform the situation for you, Sagittarius. That you're going to go from being a bit, oh goodness, nothing's happening, you know, why me, poor me, and you're going to become somebody who maybe other people are going to come to for advice, or you're going to go into a role where you give advice to people. Maybe this is the hint that the universe are giving you, that if you do have a choice, that your happiness will come from being in a role or a position, doesn't have to be a paid position here, where people listen to you. They sit and they want to hear what you have to say. And that gives you happiness, and it also helps them too. I would love to know if this has resonated, Sagittarius. If it has, please leave me a comment. Please also tell me where you are in the world, because it never ceases to amaze me as to where you are and where my YouTube videos get to. As I said, I'm in southern Scotland, which is probably a long way from a lot of people who are listening to this. Enjoy the rest of May. If you would like and subscribe, I would really appreciate that, because it pushes my videos out to more people. Sagittarius, enjoy the rest of May, or whenever you have found this reading. I will be doing more readings as well. As I said at the start, check out what your moon and your rising signs are too, because there is a lot of shared energy going on between all of the star signs. So take care, Sagittarius, enjoy May, and I will speak to you soon. Bye.